All right, again, we're going to do the evens. That way you have something to follow on the odds. So find each angle measure to the nearest degree. That's the instruction, so I want to know what A is. That's an angle. That's an angle. Same thing here, that's an angle, angle, angle. So I want to know what A equals and what W equals. W equals, W equals. So the sine of A is this. So I want to do the opposite of sine to solve for A. So I know that the inverse sine of the sine of A is the inverse sine of 0.5150. So these two things cancel out. So A equals, so A is just the inverse sine of 0.5150. So I can use my calculator. Second sine 0.5150. Enter. So A here is 31 degrees. It tells us to round to the nearest degree. So I'm going to round that up. 31 degrees. Alright, same here. So now we're looking at cosine. So W is the inverse cosine of 0.6157. So inverse cosine 0.6157. W equals 52 degrees. Alright, inverse tangent, second tangent, this means inverse tangent of 19.0811. So W is 87 degrees. And then one more time here, inverse tangent 0.5317. So W is 28 degrees. All right, three more here. We're going to write an equation, solve it. So I'm going to call this X. All these question marks, we're going to call them X and solve for X. Find the measure of each angle to the nearest degree. So if I'm looking at X here, here's the hypotenuse, the opposite and the adjacent side. I know the opposite and the adjacent. So if I remember my mnemonic here, opposite and adjacent, that's the tangent. So tangent of X equals 9/21. If I take the inverse tangent of both sides, that will leave me with X here and inverse tangent of 9/21. So what I just did is I took the inverse tangent of both sides. So those two canceled, and it just left me with X is the inverse tangent of 9/21. So I typed that in. Inverse tangent 9 divided by 21. So X is 23 degrees. All right, now I'm looking at hypotenuse, opposite side, adjacent. So I know opposite and hypotenuse. So sine X equals 40/42. So X is the inverse sine of 40/42. Inverse sine 40 divided by 42. So X is 72 degrees. So I look over here, that looks pretty close. I mean, just checking my answer here. I don't want something really small. I'm looking for something that's relatively close to 90. That's pretty good. All right, opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. Again, I've got opposite and hypotenuse, so sine of X equals 11/27. So X is the inverse sine of 11/27.